It's very interesting when you get a game that's one of the best selling in its franchise and on a platform ever, that's also one of the most controversial ones. Because when The Last of Us Part 2 originally released in 2020, man, you could not say you enjoyed any aspect of this game without being met with pitchforks and brimstone. People were after the jugular if you ever even mentioned that you enjoyed any aspect of it. Trust me, I know because I dealt with it myself. But here we are 4 years later, and they've remastered the game. Well, that's also led into a lot of people feeling some kind of way about this being remastered because they're like, why remaster a game that's not even 4 years old that already had PS5 enhancements on the PlayStation 4 version? Well, look, I'm not here to talk about why they decided to do that. I'm not in any of these executive meetings. I'm not here being an armchair analyst. I'm literally a guy who got a review copy from PlayStation, which thank y'all for giving me a review copy. And before we dive further into the review, all the content that you're going to be seeing, it was recorded with the brand new AverMedia Live Gamer 4K 2.1. This is the world's first ever HDMI 2.1 device. It allows you to have a pass-through of 4K at 144 Hz, as well as 2K at 144 Hz, and it allows you to record 4K at 60 natively. So while you're recording at that, you're able to fully utilize the full capacity of your PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, as well as if you're doing a dual PC setup. So if you want to pick this up, I'll leave links down in the description below. And if you want a discount on this, use the code that's going to be popping up here on the screen. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the review of The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. The gaming community has been abuzz with the announcement of The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, a title that rekindles debate over the necessity of remastering games shortly after their initial release. With a gap of just 4 years since its predecessor, The Last of Us Part 2 steps into the spotlight. In this review, I aim to dissect the facets of this remastered version, examining its offerings and the implications of its arrival in the gaming market. Now, look, the remaster is exclusive to the PlayStation 5. As of now, this might potentially be coming to PC down the road, and it provides an affordable upgrade path for PlayStation 4 owners of the original release at just about $10 if you want to get that for your PlayStation 5. Graphically, The Last of Us Part 2 makes a leap with native 4K and fidelity mode, moving away from the PlayStation 4's checkerboard rendering. A performance mode with 1440p upscale to 4K is also available, targeting at over 60 frames per second for displays supporting variable refresh rate or VRR. Visual improvements extend to finer details, animations, and shadow quality. The game also fully harnesses the DualSense controller, offering a more immersive experience with varied weapon feedback. Content-wise, the remaster includes unreleased levels and developer commentary, the expanded guitar free play feature, along with new instruments to play, and it adds a creative layer for players. The standout feature is the No Return mode, a survival challenge with roguelike elements, offering diverse gameplay, character paths, and intense boss battles. This mode brings a rich roster of characters, each with distinct styles and loadouts, enhancing replayability and strategic diversity. And while we're at it, let's talk about how The Last of Us Part 2, even in its remastered format, differs from The Last of Us Part 1 and Part 1 Remastered and Part 1, just, the PlayStation 5 PC version. So this one pivots from its outbreak-focused predecessor to a revenge-driven narrative. This shift explores the dark aspects of human nature within a survival context. The game mechanics include a new jump feature and the familiar crafting system, integrate seamlessly into this theme. The gunplay intentionally remains cumbersome, emphasizing the character's lack of professional military training. The upgraded weapons become more manageable, and Ellie as well as Abby's enhanced combat abilities reflect their characters and where they are in life and, where they are in this post-apocalyptic world. Now, we gotta talk about AI, and no, ChatGPT was not used in creating the artificial intelligence in the game to make it smarter, but AI in the game is smart, with enemies using coordinated tactics and canine companions. This aspect challenges players to approach combat with strategic precision and adaptability. Now, going back to the graphics for a minute, graphically, The Last of Us Part 2 stands as a testament to the capabilities of its generation, which is the PlayStation 4 generation. In its remastered form, the attention to detail from environmental textures to character models is unparalleled, especially when experienced with HDR. The sound design complements the visuals, with environmental sounds and character voiceovers adding layers of realism. The performances of Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson as Joel and Ellie, along with Laura Bailey as Abby, respectively, are particularly noteworthy, capturing the character's growth and wariness. The game's storyline has been a polarizing topic for the last 4 years. While some praise its focus and execution, others criticize it for not addressing unanswered questions from the first game. Additionally, The Last of Us Part 2 has been at the center of discussions regarding its political and social justice narratives. Here's the thing. My perspective is that the game, despite its narrative simplicity and divisive elements, offers a deeply engaging and thought-provoking experience. So it's probably not what you wanted to hear, and you wanted me to slam it, saying, oh, keep your politics out of my gaming, and all that nonsense, but here's the thing. It's a video game, it's sold well, it plays good, and regardless of how you feel about how the narrative was delivered, it doesn't take away from the fact that this is a game that's truly amazing. And if you don't want to dive into or deal with the story mode, just go play No Return, because that mode in itself sells this remaster, at least to me, because it allows me to just jump straight into the game and not really have to deal with the narrative and the slows of that narrative, because there are some parts where the story just drags out and is too damn long. But for the most part, it's a great game overall, so I can't really knock it. Now, wrapping everything up, The Last of Us Part 2 Remaster is honestly not a game that caters to everyone, but its excellence in stealth gameplay, and in my opinion, this is some of the best stealth gameplay we've experienced since 2015's Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. And adding to that is the technical achievements that this game makes, and the new content make it a significant entry in the genre. And honestly, with that being said, I just want to say that I want to invite you to create your own opinion from firsthand experience with it. If you haven't played The Last of Us Part 2, then, if you got a chance to go out and pick this up, either the remaster format or the original, go pick it up and try it out. I know a lot of people have talked about narrative push and how Joel was done bad, but, in the case of the dystopian post-apocalyptic future, people aren't going to just survive just because of, main character immunity or plot armor. So, I don't know. I enjoyed the game for what it is. If you dislike that I enjoyed it, I mean, I can sell you some wood to build a bridge to get over it. But all that being said, I think it's a great game. So I want to take this moment to thank PlayStation for giving me the opportunity to review this remastered version of The Last of Us Part 2. And also, I'm curious as to what you guys think. If you played the original and you enjoyed it, is this something you're considering picking up? Or if you haven't, then, what are your thoughts overall? All I gotta say is I enjoyed my time with it. And hey, if you want to pick it up, I have affiliate links down below so you can go ahead and get it. But other than that, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Stay safe, be blessed, have a little do all the stuff that YouTube wants you to do. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.